Welcome back to the show, everybody. The Kamen episode number 32, 2001, Unknown Memory. Yeah. Hell yeah. See, you get the slow clap when you handle the business right. And this was an episode that handled everything right. It's like, given what this episode provided, it's like I'm kind of surprised as a fan of Agito that I didn't see this coming the way that I did, because the show put me in this mode to not really consider it or really think about it other than like the base thing of Soichi and Moonju sharing the thing of you lost your memory. I didn't even think about Trinity forms. I didn't really get the opportunity to really see how much that Soichi could really help Tsukiyomi get over whatever she was getting over, because he went through the same thing for a very long time. And is that the thing is that in Agito, the truth didn't change him much, because is that you understood ultimately who you was, but what mattered at the end of the day was that this is a fight that has to be won for the sake of whatever it is you're fighting for. In Soichi's case, it was humanity, and in Moonju's case, it's time. So I really appreciate that the show really brought all of that full circle. And it's like, when shows do good, I appreciate when shows good. This was like some Gokaiger level, let's bring this together. Because, just to speak on Gokaiger really quickly, when it came to getting the special powers and stuff, is that the Gokaigers learned a lesson. Is that you learn more about the Sentai question. They got a greater power, and they learned a lesson that brought them closer together, not only to the power that they were given, but a team itself. And this is that in an inverse instance where somebody who's been there and done that is telling you that it don't matter as much as you think it does. Because even though this is who I was, I'm this too, but both of them together makes me me. And whoever it is that Tsukiyomi is, we gonna have a fun time finding out. It seems that Schwartz Bruder know what's up. It seems that our boy nigga Waz know what's really good. So it's gonna be interesting to see that. I don't know, but I will say, I'm gonna rewind it a little bit, and I'm gonna say this on the real. I don't know if it's a good idea for my nigga Waz to keep that secret from the squad, but we'll say, just for the plot, he got his reasons about why he wanted to handle it this way, and it's probably better for the drama that he keep this out, that either, because you know what, because I'm trying to get through my thoughts, because I'm trying to figure out how to push this out, because one or two things is gonna happen. Either, well, actually three. We can go three possibilities. Tsukiyomi just one day gets her memories back and learns the truth herself. Not KK, man. My nigga Wise to let it slip, or Schwarzenegger gonna use this as a pawn in this game as he usually does. Speaking about pawns and games, what's up with the boy Earl, and what's up with Horror? Horror that straight put a gun to Moonju's head like, bitch, move, I'll blow your brains out. I'm like, they serious. They sitting up here straight trying to show Schwartz, you can't do it without us, bruh. But it's like, the thing is that even in that, I'm like, I don't know whether or not that was something that Schwartz saw coming or something that he could have possibly predicted. But an interesting thing that, now that I think about that, we did just talk about moon juice and stuff, is that Schwartz has the power to give time, the power of manipulating and relating time. So I didn't even think about that. I just, because it's like, even though we saw all that stuff that happened with that event, we can't mention, even though it happened, of understanding what it was he was actually doing to Soko and granting him the power over time. So if Moon Juice isn't a time jacker herself, then who are you? Because I did say in the last review that I think that maybe she might be Omazio's daughter or something crazy, but it might even get more ignorant than that, because this is Kamen Rider after all. Like, and randomly this just came in my head. When I sit up here and look at Moon Juice and think about this and just run with this for a second, the way she dressed reminds me a lot of the Woman of Tomorrow from God. So if we really talking about like this finna get on some God levels, that'll make it mad interesting. that would make it extra interesting that if we get into like God powers and things like that, or if it's just that I'm just reading into things a little too deeply. But interesting thing to think about, just a random thought that just popped in my head. The rest of this episode was straight clown mode. I'm like, I watched the majority of this episode, and I'm sitting up here like, are we getting another Bat Ride War game at some point? Like, is this to see if people gonna go on the internet like, yo, we need another Bat Ride War? Because we kind of do. Not saying that, because I ain't got a chance to play Climax Scramble yet. I'm trying to get my money together, trying to free up some ends so I can get that, so I can play that on the channel. And I know, little brother Jay looking forward to me getting that so that we can get online and do all that work. So I'm gonna keep that here. But I'm like, I stood up for like, yo, that joint between Gaze and my nigga Waz, like, yo, who faster? Yo, Shinobi or against Typhoon? They sit up for just doing Dragon Ball, Naruto clash and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? This is why we need another Bat Ride War. Seriously, like, I need one of those because that would be dope as hell. Like, dope, extra dope, like super duper extra dope, bruh. Super duper extra dope, bruh. So, man, I know. I'm in my head. I'm like, yeah, I know. I still got that PS3 with my copy of Bat Ride War 1 stuck in it. Man, I'm gonna quit playing. But again, like I said, is that I really appreciate what this episode did. That yes. A whole bunch of Agitos caught mega level L's by just existing at a time when, I don't know, we just pulling out all the powers. Like, that man, the dumbest L that whole episode. Man, Soko handed that one Agito, had the Zio head off the sword. He said, hey, yo, bro, hold this. Like, let me stab all your homies. Let me put this back. Spin that shit like 8 Mile. And then set up her, murdered all of them, and then spent around and like killed like 50,000 niggas. I'm like, why? Like I understand that, that Gay-Z and my nigga Y showed out, but I'm like, that was dumb. He was like, yo, hold my drink, dog. Let me get it back, and then let me kill all your homies. Just ignorance, dog. And like I said before, Shoichi still got it, though. Like, again, I appreciate, man, that show off with Zio Trinity and Agito Trinity form. I thought that was stupid dope. I did. I thought that was like extra dope. I'm like, I kind of understand like why he didn't hit up Shining or anything like that, because of the, we trying to keep it together. But I gotta say that whole show off was dope, man. This was just a great episode. Like, all in all, L's got massively delivered. We done sat up here and we still setting up this Tsukiyomi B plot. Cause the way the episode was going, I kind of thought they was finna sit up here and they were just finna chop the blocks off and be like, yo, this who Tsukiyomi is, and then let that run. No, we running this for a while. Cause like I said earlier, Schwartz Bruder know what's good. My boy nigga Waz know what's good. This is finna get interesting. And next up we got Hibiki. I'm like, I can tell y'all the story about when I watched Hibiki. Well, you know what? I'll say that for that. You know what I will save with the time that I sat down for a good week and watched all of Hibiki. So we'll save that. Just spoiler alerts, understanding and knowing before you go in that what Hibiki was supposed to be versus what it ultimately was kind of helps you digest it a little. That's what happened to me. That's just a spoiler alert. I'm gonna give y'all that on the work, that knowing what it wasn't supposed to be and what it ended up being helped me digest it a little bit more. Still a great rider show. I still enjoyed my way through it, but I bet you I will mention that next week. So let me see. Did I take care of everything? I'm trying to make sure that I did, because I'm trying to keep these short and sweet. Catch us spectacular. I'm trying to keep these good. So let me see. Uncle gave Agito something to eat, was like, yo, come to my hood though, come cook for me, man. He like, man, what you talking about, bro? I'm like, yo, that was a dumb scene. And I'm like, I really appreciated that you was able to bring it down and things like that. Like I said, I was glad to see all the returning cast and things like that. I really hope that the show can really keep up getting as much of the returning cast as possible. I am really holding out my hope because of what happened earlier this year, that when it's time to see Bachan, that my boy Tendo coming back, dude. Cause that would be I'm like, I would really like to see what's really good with that universe without weird novellas and things like that to tell what happened, because I would like to know, as Kabuto still being one of my top 3 rider shows of all time, I would love to really see what's really good and to really get as many of the actors back for that as possible, because that would just be something really, really dope for like the streets and everybody who are fans of Kabuto. So I would love to see that. And then, you know, we got the rest of those rider watches rolling around. And like I said last review, I really think that this is gonna do a 50 stretch minimum, if not more than that, to try to, again, like I said, to celebrate the whole Heisei era before we move over to the next and things like that. So it's an interesting way about how this show can really go from here. And hopefully there will be more Decade in the end, though. You know what I'm saying? Putting in the work, though. Because it is what it is, though. You feel me, though? Let me see. Other than a million Agitos taking massive L's like in Kingdom Hearts 2. Because I've heard in the streets that there is a sequel to that to the Heartless battle in Kingdom Hearts 3. I've heard that. I ain't seen it. I ain't played it. I just heard that was a thing. That's just what I heard. So I'm like, again, Bat Ride War 4 win. Like, let me get that though. Let me get that Bat Ride War 4. But look, like I said, man, I'm trying to keep these short and sweet. You know what I'm saying? Because the catch up spectacular. So now that we done with this, and 33 ain't dropped yet, you know what I'm saying? We finna get back in the Dino Nights, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I really, really want to go ahead and finish Cowboy versus Indians. I really want to get back to Cops and Robbers. I really do. I kind of feel bad that I'm like technically deep into a new Sentai, and I didn't finish the old one because of time and things like that. So I really want to get back to that. But regardless of all of this, we have got plenty of more show for you. Of course, I am, the one and only triple G.O.D. Always flamed by the congregation. Amen. Bessie doing what she doing, but Janine on the 1, 2, 3s, and 4s. Please throw your dubs up. We stay winning. We ain't never losing out here. We turn them into dubs because you know what we do. Please do what it is that whatever you do, whether that's bells, whether that's cash making it rain, whatever it is that you do. Mr. CRACKCOCAINE, aka in the name is #1 dope man, always bring you everything you need. Everything. And some stuff you won't do every now and then. But like I said, we have got more show for you and you and you, them and they. More show for all of you. Right after these commercial messages. No, seriously. More show for all of y'all, for real. Actually, if we finna make this go a little bit, let me see. Let me make sure that I took care of everything. Like, I'm trying to watch the episode back in my head real quick. Moon Juice stuff, you know what I'm saying? Massive L's on a Dynasty Warriors Bat Ride War scale. Hibiki's coming, and the drama that will ensue because my nigga was keeping a secret from the crew. Oh, a gun to a bitch head? That happened too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we put a gun to a bitch head. Like, I blow your brains out, bitch. Look, regardless, more show for all of y'all right after these commercial messages.